all the way from Turkey today. Now we move on to our next news. US President Donald Trump has announced that Thailand and Cambodia have agreed to meet immediately and work out a ceasefire. Trump, who has been actively engaged in peace talks, said both nations are looking to end the violence and return to the negotiating table for future trade agreements. He also mentioned that when peace is secured, he looks forward to concluding trading deals with both countries. Meanwhile, Thailand's acting Prime Minister Phuntham Wechayachai has expressed willingness to engage in dialogue. He confirmed that Thailand agrees in principle to a ceasefire but emphasized the need to see sincere intention from Cambodia. Phuntham also called for bilateral talks to resolve the conflict swiftly. On the Cambodian side, Prime Minister Hun Manet welcomed Trump's intervention. He stated that Cambodia is ready to discuss the ceasefire and confirmed that the country's foreign ministers will coordinate with U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio to negotiate with Thailand. However, Cambodia's defense ministry condemned Thailand's actions, labeling them as aggression. Let's have a look at what the spokeswoman of Cambodia's defense ministry had to say.
មកទល់ពេលនេះទាហានថៃនៅបន្តឆ្លៀតពៀនមកលើទឹកដីកម្ពុជាយ៉ាងកម្រោលនិងគ្មានញញើតនឹងច្បាប់អន្តរជាតិដោយពង្រីកការឆ្លៀនពៀនទៅទិសព្រះវិហារឧត្តរមានជ័យនិងខេត្តពោធិ៍សាត់និងខេត្តបន្ទាយមានជ័យនិងបានប្រើប្រាស់អាវុធធុនធ្ងន់ផ្លោងចូលទឹកដីកម្ពុជាយ៉ាងសាហាវឃោឃៅកោតទោសយ៉ាងដាច់អហង្ការចំពោះទង្វើឆ្លៀនពៀនប្រដាប់អាវុធរបស់កងកម្លាំងយោធាថៃដែលជាការគម្រាមកំហែងយ៉ាងធ្ងន់ធ្ងរមិនត្រឹមតែដល់សន្តិភាពស្ថិរភាពនៅតាមបណ្ដាព្រំដែនកម្ពុជាប៉ុណ្ណោះទេប៉ុន្តែប៉ះពាល់ដល់សន្តិភាពស្ថិរភាពនៅក្នុងតំបន់ទាំងមូលកម្ពុជាសូមបញ្ជាក់ជំហរសារជាថ្មីម្ដងទៀតថាកម្ពុជាគឺជាជនរងគ្រោះនៃការឈ្លានពានរបស់
Now for this discussion, we are joined by Dr. Sanjay Kumar. He's an international communications strategist, joins us live from Thailand. Thank you, Dr. Sanjay, for joining us today. Welcome to NewsX World. So now Thailand's acting Prime Minister has called for, in his words, sincere intention. Is there like a trust issue here? How realistic is that for both nations to genuinely commit to a ceasefire soon?
I think, first of all, thank you very much for contacting me again today this morning.
Thank you.
And let me just clarify one thought that I have in my mind about the current situation, that there is a international pressure on both countries, Thailand and Cambodia, especially from China and US. As you know that Trump administration, they always jump in with the call for ceasefire and some kind of a discussion between both countries that if you don't do the ceasefire, we'll stop trading between both countries from the U.S. and other countries also. I think the intervention of the China and United States is quite influential in this, especially in Southeast Asia, and there will be an impact of that soon. And I think both countries are showing willingness to come on the dialogue table. And but as I said in the past also on this channel, that there is no immediate resolution that we can come out between both countries. But yes, ceasefire can be implemented immediately. But I hear the news recently on the TV now in the morning as well, that despite of Trump intervention for ceasefire, there is still some military clash from the Cambodia side is happening now. That's what claimed by the Thai. But I think now the question comes to your question now. The trust will not develop overnight actually, because the both countries have been in conflict, clash, military clash, and diplomatic clash for many years actually. So I think it will take some time to build trust here.
And Dr. Sanjay, now, what are the potential obstacles in building this trust? You mentioned that it's not doable, in a night, Yeah,
I think the first thing that I can see that ASEAN is a very potential region, and both countries belong to the ASEAN administration as well. And I saw that the both countries, Cambodia and Thailand, they both have reported the recent developments to the ASEAN chair, which is Malaysia. So I think we have to use this ASEAN vehicle to get a very close understanding about the situation, and instead of relying on the intervention of America and China, I think the most successful model that can be implemented in this crisis of time through the ASEAN member network, actually, because there is more influential and more appropriate action that can be taken through the ASEAN. That is what I see at the moment. But in the long run, yes, we need all parties come on the table, discuss, and try to resolve the problem.
Yes.
But in the immediately now, the ASEAN is the big potential here.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sanjay Kumar, for joining